What's up, guys? This is Kephas. And we are going to start things off with a ding. All right. That brings us to level 79. One more ding and we are out of Northrend. But that's okay, because I'm ready to move on to the next place, even though, you know, it's actually been quite nice to be running through Storm Peaks again. It's been a long time, so we will actually probably come back here in the Legion expansion, because we are a Beast Mastery Hunter, so that'll be kind of cool. But, you know, it's been nice to kind of level up through here again. I've been thinking a lot about when the next expansion comes out, and when you get to pick what expansion you want to level up through. Whoops, sorry dude, didn't mean to hit you with that. But I've been trying to think about like which expansion I would like to level through, since you get to pick. So I don't know, it'll be interesting to see what's the most efficient, because I imagine they're going to nerf, like, because like you'd think, well, do warlords, right? But I mean, I'm sure they're going to nerf a lot of the warlords, like treasure chest stuff. Otherwise, that would just be the right answer, because leveling up via Warlord's treasures, when we get to that point, I'm so excited. It's always like really fun to do, because you just like fly right through it. So yeah, I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to be doing here. I see an area up there that says I should go, but there's also this thing here, which actually might have just disappeared when I killed that person, so maybe not. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to go this way. Okay, yeah, so I had to get that item. Good thing I don't know why. Sometimes the quest objective thing that Blizzard made, sometimes it bugs out a little bit, but at least I followed my instincts and we got the right thing. So, but we still have Winds of Wisdom. I always want to call it Winds of Winter, but it's Winds of Wisdom, giving us double experience. I believe we now have like a reputation one as well, which I'm not too concerned about. I've done all the rep I really want to do, I think. I've already unlocked all the all of the allied races, so I'm kind of good with all those, and plus I've gotten all the other ones as well for the most part, so I'm kind of done with BFA, you know, and I'm done with Legion too. I'm done doing really anything in this X pack, so you know, I'm leveling up characters. The XP buff is nice, and at the same time, like, I'm glad they had the XP buff in. At the same time, I kind of feel like if you miss out on it, I'm not 100% sure. I said this a couple episodes ago, but like if you miss out on the XP bonus, you know, and you don't come back in time, or you miss out on half of it, and you feel like you have a bunch of alts to level, I think it'll still be fine in the next expansion, because they are doing the level squish. So from here on out, leveling should be a little bit better for retail WoW, I think, for sure. If you want the long-term leveling experience, if you want leveling to feel more like the game instead of just like, you know, the thing that you do just to level up a bunch of alts, like, you know, Classic is there and it's fun. And of course we do that on Wednesdays. So, you know, it's two different approaches, and I don't really, you know, the more time goes by, sometimes I am in the mood for a more simplified retail WoW version, and then other times I want to go back to the more involved Classic version of leveling. So I'm kind of glad both are there. Okay, so we gotta hit, maybe I gotta be closer. Yeah, okay, there we go. So, I remember this now. So, we got transformed into this person. That's what we had to do. We had to steal her form so that we could infiltrate the, I think it's like the Niflvar or something like that, but, or it's, at least, for now it's these Vicrul. So, we have this staff or whatever, this rod, and we have to, like, hit all these lazy Vicruls. Well, technically they're not lazy, they're exhausted. So, it's not like the lazy peons, orcs that you gotta like try to get them up and working. It's these, they're actually exhausted. They've been worked to the bone, and there's no mercy for these guys. So, whoa. Okay, he got kind of mad. You know, if you would just go back to work instead of fight me, things would probably be fine for you, but unfortunately, you and apparently your buddy also is going to die, and he didn't even do anything wrong. I just accidentally shot him. So, sorry. We can use the XP though. We are already a quarter through this next level. Whoops, I didn't mean to fall, but it's okay. There's one right here. So yeah, leveling is fun right now. I think leveling is going to be fun for a while. And from what I hear, leveling in Shadowlands is going to be a lot of fun, because a lot of people are very excited about what they've seen so far in the alpha. Now, I don't have an alpha invite as of yet. I'm not sure if I'll get one or not, but if I do, I'll be more than happy to hop in and, check things out. I kind of hope I do, because it'll allow me to look at how classes are played, and I can get started on guides sooner rather than later. But if not, it's fine as well, because I still have to focus on the WoW Classic guides. Those are the ones that I intend to get out next anyway. So I'm thinking, I'm still going to keep focusing on those. I'm sort of kind of backing up on my plan to get all of my characters to max before I get guides out, because if that's the case, I'm never going to get guides out. It's so much to do. Not that I'm not going to level up every character, it's just that I'm not going to be able to do it in a timely manner that would allow me to get guides out in the time that I want to. So I'm going to try my best to get characters at least some of the way to 60, to get as many spells as I can, to learn from what other people are saying, all the other guides out there. Like I always do, I share all the guides, all the resources I use, and then get those videos out there, because at the end of the day, all that really matters is that the information is out there, and go from there. So that's kind of my plan moving forward with that, especially now, because once Shadowlands comes out, I want to give that my attention, and then I'll kind of flip-flop back and forth. I'll go to Shadowlands, or I'll do Classic, and then I'll go to Shadowlands, and then I'll come back to Classic, do more stuff, and then go back to Shadowlands when there's another patch or whatever, and do in terms of the guides, of course. So that's kind of the idea. And the main reason why, it's just, it's a lot, is just because I like to play other games too. So, I probably could level up. I don't even know, man. Like, if I spent, as much time as possible trying to level up all characters in Classic, I still don't think I could do it in a timely manner. So, I mean, we've been doing WoW Classic leveling for a few months now, and I'm still only, level 19. So, it's fun, though. I'm not complaining. It's just that I know that a lot of people would like to see guides, and I'd like to try to get those out as soon as possible. And, same goes for, when Shadowlands comes out, one of the things I did in the past when I made guides is I leveled up my character to max level, and then I made a guide. I think this time I'm going to do the opposite. I'm going to start off, and I'm going to take the time to learn a little bit of each class and the new things that they get, and all the class changes, and get people, started with something as soon as possible. And that way, they'll, be good to go for a little while. And then when there's major changes, or, something like that, then I'll come back and do it again. A lot of people think that every time there's a patch, I should make a new guide, and that's not how it works, because if there aren't any significant changes, there's no need to make a new guide, right? So, but, if I start early enough and then go from there, and maybe there might be some changes down the road, and I can then make a new guide. But I really enjoy making short, guides. I think people like them. I really enjoy doing them. They've been very successful, far more successful than I thought they would be. So, that makes me very happy, and I am happy to do them, again. And for the foreseeable. I mean, it's something that I would enjoy doing. Honestly, I know that probably most of the people that watch my channel aren't, are strictly WoW players. But if I ever get, if I get into Final Fantasy 14 again and start playing that a lot more, which, might happen at some point, I might actually do guides for that game as well, because, it's just, they're fun to make. They really are. And I think, a big thing for me is I've been doing, macro guides for a long time. And, hang on, let me see what this quest wants me to do real quick. Listen to, okay, gotta talk. You got things to say. I'll listen. Well, I'll talk and pretend like my character's listening. Or, I guess not. I thought it was going to be a dialogue RP thing, but okay. The villager wants you to defeat 6 vicious. I remember this quest being a massive bottleneck. But yeah, so, I mean, I've been making, macro guides since Pandaria. And, they were really fun, and they've been great. People have been asking for macros since then. It's been a part of what my channel offers. It's never been the only thing I've ever wanted to do. It's not even what I started off doing when I made this channel, but it's something that I'm happy to continue to do, because I, just being visually impaired, I thought, I can make I've been making these macros for myself since BC when they were easier to make. And now things have changed. As time changes, new methods have to be used, and I'm always finding a new way to do it. And I used to raid all the time, and I used to use macros, and I was still able to compete and keep numbers up with everybody else. So, I would focus on making macros, and then when Pandaria came, there was a new method to do it, so I would make macros for everyone. And or for myself, and I thought, I could share these with people. People probably want to check it out. Maybe they'll use them for, if they have like some sort of ailment that prevents them, or makes the game difficult for them. Like that's kind of like why I started making them. And then, after a while, I was like, I don't want to, because I know a lot of people use them who don't have a disability. They just want an easy way to play the game. And I'm not going to say you shouldn't do that by any means. I always only say, don't get mad if you're using a macro for an easy time and the macro is not giving you the numbers that somebody who's actually playing the game without them is getting. Don't get mad at me, because that's, the macros aren't designed to give you easy top DPS. And if they are, I'm doing the DPS. You know what I'm saying? Because I made the macro, or whoever makes the macros. You know what I'm saying? It's just one of those weird mentalities that if you care that much about your numbers being max or whatever, then why are you using macros? I've always had that mentality, but for people that are I just want to be able to get by, and I'm just playing the game casually. I'm not too worried about that kind of stuff. I'm just trying to have fun and whatever, and I don't want to do all this stuff. I don't know, whatever it is. I just play the game casually, do a dungeon every now and then, do LFR. That's kind of what they're there for mainly. Of course, if you choose to use them and they get you by in raids, you've got a raid team that doesn't care. That's great too. I don't care. I'm not gonna take credit away from you. You know what I mean? So you still have to press the buttons. You still have to ignore, pay attention to the mechanics. It's not entirely like you're not playing the game, so that's fine too. It's a weird middle ground that I take on in that mentality. But the goal of making them was to give people who had a hard time playing the game an easier time playing the game. Primarily focused towards people with disabilities, but also towards people that just just playing the game. But I felt like if people are going to use them, they should know how to play the classes as well. And I feel like, because that's what I do. I don't just make macros and not try to learn the class. Now, the problem with WoW, especially, is that everybody has a method, and everybody swears by their method, and they're right, and everybody else is wrong. And that's a really big problem, because a lot of people are wrong. And especially when they're this is how you do it, you dummy. But also, there are sometimes there's different methods, I guess. Okay, what am I doing here? I remember this quest. Oh yeah, this one I feel like was kind of fun. Wait, doesn't he move? Okay, yeah. So he moves, and I use this to burn things. That's cool. So I started making guides along with my macros. I do one video where I had to start with, here's how you do the rotation, and then here's a macro if you want the game to be a little bit easier. And that was cool. People liked it, but I got a lot of feedback why don't you maybe consider splitting these up, and I'm like, I could do that. And it was actually a good idea. So this past time I did guides and macros, and instead of doing them in one video, I split them up. And to be honest, surprisingly, the guides have done better than the macros. Just peeking behind the curtain, I expected the macros would be my thing, because I'm there are probably lots of people out there that make guides, but here are mine. Maybe people will like them, I don't know, but it's fine. I'm just doing them because maybe they'll help some people, and they're fun to make. The thing about it is my logic was, if I make guides, there are tons of guides out there. Anytime I was trying to learn a class, I like to go to YouTube, because I like video. I like video over text. It's just how I am. I'm a visual person, so I kind of like to see things explained. I like to see some type of some picture or some video of someone explaining it over just a bunch of text. Because I remember when I used to go to Elitist Jerks, there would be paragraphs. Like, there was a freaking table of contents for every guide. And I was like, dude, I don't want to, like, I know that there's lots of information out there, and I'm glad that people, like, have all this information for people that need it. But also, I had to do this again because I failed. But, like, all I want is just, like, I just want to know the basics. I just want to know how to do the rotation and then leave me be. Like, I don't want to spend the next, 6 weeks studying this like it's a freaking course in college, So a lot of guides are like that. They go into in depth, and there are a lot of people that enjoy that. But I know there are a lot of people like me who are like, dude, I don't want to sit through like a 20-minute guide, right? So I just want to know what buttons do I hit and when, and and why. And some people don't even care about why. It's just, what buttons do I hit? That's all I want to know. So I was like, I want to try to make guides under 5 minutes, and that's where my guides, like, and the most I get, like, the most feedback I get is from people saying, like, can I get off this? Oh, cool. I don't have to ride. I feel like you used to have to ride this all the way through. Thank you so much. You made a nice short guide. This is exactly what I was looking for. And, it gives me the basics. I'm new, or I'm coming back after a long hiatus, and this is all I needed. And it's like, that's good. That's exactly what I was trying to do. So that's really good feedback that I'm getting. And it's like, when I get that so much, I'm happy to do more of that. So, I remember this quest. Okay, so this is where things get interesting. Okay, so I'm going to go over to the left side and do the quest there. I think I don't think I've bought Epic Flying yet. Let me see here. See how fast am I going? No, I have. Okay. I always have to check the tooltip because it'll tell me how fast I'm going. So I have bought Epic Flying. Yeah, and so that's kind of like how that has evolved over time. It's funny, just like, I like going back and watching some of the old ones. And it's really funny because there'll be people that maybe they play on a private server, but they'll comment on, like, my macro guides from, like, 5.3, and they'll be like, this doesn't work. And I'm like, well, yeah, it's like a fight. Like, I mean, the game's evolved since then, man. Like, I honestly, like, I get those enough that I'm like, I'm just gonna let people figure things out, because it's kind of obvious. But maybe they're playing on a private server, or maybe they're just brand new and they don't know anything. I don't know, but and then people are like, well, why don't you take those videos down? It's like, you can't do that, because then you get hit on YouTube. You have to keep your videos up. And if I have a video from back then, it gets like, 10,000 views, and I take it down, then my channel loses all those views. So, like, you got to keep your old videos up. But, they're also there for, if people do play on a private server, maybe they'll work. I don't know. So, yeah, that's kind of the thing, and I think that's something I want to keep doing. I want to keep making macro guides and, rotation guides, and keep them short and sweet. It's funny because, like, I like the way I do my guides. I like to try to make people laugh. People really enjoyed my Arcane Mage one because I had some goofy jokes in there, and it's actually probably been, like, the most viewed one for some reason. It's just always a random video. Like, the first time I ever made them, it was my Paladin guide. That was, like, the most successful one by a lot. And then, like, it was the Fury Warrior guide. That was, like, huge for some reason. Like, the one I did in Legion, the Fury Warrior was huge. This time, for whatever reason, like, it's the Arcane Mage. Like, they all do really good for the most part. Like, they all perform pretty well. But for some reason, there's always one that just goes way beyond. And I'm like, all right, I guess people like my Arcane Mage guide. That's cool. So yeah, it's just been a lot of fun. Just I make those guides, like, my thinking is, like, I'll get these out as early as I can without, I'm not going to rush them. I want them to be good and accurate as I can, with the information that I'm given and the information I look up. Because, I'm not an elitist jerk, so to speak. And by that, I mean, I'm not a theory crafter. I don't do that stuff. I don't have the time to go through that with every class. So I'm not a pro at every class. There are people out there that are way better at that than I am. But what I can do is I can take the time and I can look at what different people suggest that you do, what are the rotations, try to understand those, and then make a quick guide for people who are new. They don't have a lot of benefit for people who are theory crafters are you know, are further along and want to know more information, but that's fine. There's a lot of resources out there for people like that who probably want more than a video anyways, because like, you know, if you want like all the information you can get, like, and have an in-depth guide, then you probably need a text guide, I would think. So I mean, that's my logic, I don't know, but either way, like, I'm just happy that I can make something that people, you know, that people enjoy, and, you know, hopefully my jokes, as corny as they might be, will add some just a little bit of fun. Because, like, and that's the other thing too, is like there are plenty of people, I get comments from people who are like, you know, just get to the point. And it's like, you know, the video's like 3 minutes long, like this first like 40 seconds or this first minute, you should take it out of the video entirely. It's like, I mean, yeah, I get it. Some people just want the information, but, you know, I like to try to have fun with what I do, and I guess that, you know, like some people, and especially with WoW, there is no such thing as fun. There's, you know, there's high DPS numbers, there's getting your gear, and that's all there is to it. So no room for jokes, no room for actually enjoying yourself. And I'm not saying that's the people that just want the guide straight up or like that. It's just kind of funny, you know. But it's you know, I make them the way I do, and you know, I'm just happy that they're doing so well. And so, like, I'm working on, you know, getting things set up now for Classic the best I can. And, you know, the thing that, like, I've said this so many times now, so it's hard to find really good resources for Classic right now, and I know that they're out there. I just have to take the time to really sit down and sort of sort that all out. But a lot of the information for Classic is inaccurate because a lot of the information is based on jeez, I got like 10 enemies attacking me. Oh, this could be a problem. Hang on, let's see. Wow, we're really testing the simplicity of this expansion now, aren't we, everyone? Okay, we have good. Okay, we're fine. I think we're good. Jeez, I did not mean to pull that many. We're gonna like level up from just killing all these guys. Woof. I think we're gonna be okay. This works out because I had to kill these guys anyways. Whew. Wow. I mean, yeah, that things worked out for us there, so we're good. Anyhow, a lot of the guides out there for Classic are based on private servers. That's the word I'm trying to think of. So a lot of things changed when Classic came out because private servers were not entirely accurate, or Classic isn't entirely accurate. Depends on who you ask. So use the Valkyrie and harpoon guns to burn 6 dragon. Okay, I remember. I knew there was a quest for those haystacks. You know, so that's kind of the thing. That's what makes Classic challenging. On top of just getting characters leveled up, it's learning, you know, what information is accurate, and then just kind of like rotations are so not straightforward on Classic, and that's the other thing too, is that just trying to really understand, you know, what the right rotations are, what the best build is, or what build is, you know, the one I go with. And I think what I'll probably do is just say here at the beginning, here's the build I go with, and then show a screenshot of it. Ooh, look at that, we are level 80. You know, here's the build I'm going with. If you use this build, then here's what you're gonna do, and that's kind of the idea. So that might be the best way to go about it. Oh, I remember this. I remember this all too well. So I thought I just ran across these things. Is that not what I'm supposed to do? Oh, it's this. Yeah, okay, I remember now. So we gotta freeze these things. I'm already level 80. Ooh. But we're gonna go to Cataclysm first. Based on the voting so far. Wait, do I have to get another thing? Oh yeah, I think I have to get, like, I don't know if they're from the dragons or if they're from the Valkyrie things. They might be from these dragons. I remember this quest now. Yeah, we're already ready to move on to Cataclysm, but I'm going to go ahead and do a few more quests here just because I'm here. And yeah, okay, I might not do this one though because I don't know what drops this thing. It might be the Valkyrie, it might be these guys. I thought it was the Drakes, but I guess I'm wrong about that. Okay, so let's Just keep going. Yeah, the XP is so good that I don't even know if the XP is entirely worth it still, but I just want to finish these quests. So that's what I want to do. There we go. Okay, so we did get another one. All right, cool. So we got to get 30, I guess. Ew, they sound gross. So yeah, anywho, that's kind of the deal. When it comes to macros and comes to guides, I'm very happy to keep doing them and trying to figure things out. Oh, maybe they don't drop from these. I don't freaking know. Okay, I'll kill one of these guys one more time and see. And I apologize, everyone. You probably are screaming at the screen. You're like, dude, it's obvious what you're supposed to do. It's right there. Or if you take a moment to read the quest text, you'd probably know. And that's all true. But oh well. Let's see. How much XP do I even get for these now? No, I think XP is still good. 25,000 seems about right, doesn't it? So maybe not. I don't know. I feel as a completionist, I feel bad not at least finishing what I started here. So that's kind of what I'm doing. So I'm trying to see. Is that what did that give? Nope, they didn't give me what I needed. Also, I'm supposed to get some type of harpoon or something to burn those down. These quests seem just a little bit too complicated for me to be putting effort into them. I don't even know. So, you know what? Screw it. Let's get the heck out of here. I'm debating back and forth with myself. I'm gonna try one more time. If you don't give me a thing that I need, then I'm getting out of here. I'll turn the quest in that I have, and then we'll move on to Cataclysm. Okay, so these guys... Ooh, hi. Calm down there, lady. Okay, these guys give me those things. I guess it's the, what you called? The aspirant? Yeah, so, okay, cool. So the aspirants give me the things I need for these. Okay, so we will finish this one. I just had to, like, try my best to pay attention a little bit and put effort into this game. Not the series, the game. Whoops. Yeah, so that's fine. I swear, I don't even remember. Do I have the spear? Yes, I do. Incendiary harpoons. Whoops. Okay, so I have the harpoons. How do I use them? Do I just walk up here and... No, I have the harpoons, though. Do I have to be, like, on a bird? I don't even freaking know, dude. Sheesh. Game. Gotta be all complicated. Why you gotta go make things so complicated, game? Alright. So we need... excuse me. I have no beef with you, Valkyrie. Alright, we'll finish this quest up at least, and then we'll see. But, I mean, we're already 8% into the next level, so that's cool. I can't believe how fast we went through Northrend. Of course, we did so much in Outlands. But I would say that I don't have any more concern about getting through this leveling series before we start another one in the next expansion. That'll be kind of fun. I like doing these. I like at least doing one for each expansion if I can. I mean, I remember the first... I've only finished one of the leveling series, and that was back in Pandaria, and I think it took me all the way to, like, almost, I think, Legion to get through it. So that took, like, 3 expansions to get through, which is kind of funny. I think. I may be wrong about that. It may have been Warlords, but I know I didn't finish it before the end of Pandaria. So let's see what we have here. Okay. I'm getting yelled at, I think, but that's all right. I did get, yeah. Okay. Oh, dang it, I only got one. You guys not drop. What is this, classic? Things not dropping the things are supposed to be dropping? Yeah, you're an aspirant. Aspirant is what you are. I'm not dropping the stuff I want from yous. All right, I'm drawing in these birds. The Valkyrie, like they owe me money or something, or I owe them money, I guess. I'm getting things mixed up. Here we go. Can I back up? Yes. Hey, it's free XP. It's easy XP. I shouldn't say it's free, but it definitely is easy. Okay, did I get one? No. Look, game. You owe me just one more of those things, and I'll probably get through that quest. Any up here? Any aspirants? Yes. You? I'll take you both down. I ain't got no fear in doing that. I remember doing these quests back in the day. Now, it's funny. I remember because there were dailies here that you did, and you had to go through this intro quest line or whatever. There we go. That's what I was waiting for, that drip sound effect. Okay. Oh crap. Baskets. Let's see. Hopefully they will leave me alone if I fly enough. Yeah, there we go. Thanks. I don't want to fight 10 more Valkyries. I've killed enough of them as it is. Okay, that's only 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, and then this one over here should turn this. Yep, there we go. We can turn this in now. Screw the one with the haystacks. I'm getting the heck out of here. Let's go turn these quests in, and then we will make our way to the Cataclysm area. Pretty excited. I'm excited. I'm gonna at least do probably Hillsbrad, or not Hillsbrad. What's wrong with me? Hyjal, and then we'll go to Pandaria, or maybe I'll do like Hyjal and Deepholm or something like that. I don't know. I have to decide. And either way, we'll do that one, and then we'll move on to Pandaria. Get a little bit of Pandaria in, and then we will go to the next one. Freaking Warlords, which is not my favorite place to be. But it will be very quick. I mean, it will be insanely quick because of just the freaking treasures. It's going to be insane. And then we get to do Legion, which Legion's... Honestly, Legion's probably one of my least expansions to level up in. The portals are nice, whatever. The Legion invasions are nice. In fact, there's one going on right now. So if we can level up really fast, maybe we'll get there in time. I doubt it, though. But you know, we'll try to get a Legion invasion in. I would do some dungeons, but the server that I'm on is kind of slow, and dungeon queues are very long. So, you know, not seeming like it's going to be on the table for me, but that's all right. We'll enjoy spending time in the world of Azeroth instead of the dungeons of Azeroth. But let's go ahead and turn these on. I'm curious to see how far this will get me. Turn these guys in, and then we'll move on. Let's see about that. Whoops. If I can find the entrance here. Story of my life. Alright, so how much do I actually get? It says I get 33,000. Nice. Wow. Okay, about 10% of a level. Whoa. There we go. Holy crap. Okay, so not bad. We got about half a level from that. But we are going to get the heck out of Northrend now and make our way to Cataclysm. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, let me know by clicking that like button. And feel free to share it with your friends so they can enjoy it as well. Don't forget, you can subscribe to the channel and click on the bell icon to be notified as soon as new videos are posted. You can also follow me on Facebook and Twitter, and if you'd like, you can support this channel on Patreon. Links to all of this can be found in the description below. This is Kephas. Until next time.